Christian Wood is out for a while and Gabe Vincent is almost ready to get back on the court. The fight for the play-in is fierce and every game counts more than a three-pointer. Is it impossible to see the Lakers roster fully healthy? That's all I wanted for my birthday. Don't forget to give that like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Christian Wood, the guy we were expecting to see putting on a show in the paint and raining three-pointers, had to take a break and undergo knee surgery. Now the big question is, how long until Wood returns? The team released an update that shed some light at the end of the tunnel. The surgery was successful, and now it's a matter of counting the weeks until he can return to training. The word from the doctors is that he'll be sidelined for the rest of the regular season, but if we punch our ticket to the postseason, he might be able to suit up again. And seriously, it's been missing seeing a big guy like him stretching the opposing defense and securing those precious points. He may not have shown as expected this season, but hey, we know Wood can be that surprise factor when we least expect it. The deal is to hope for a speedy and of course safe recovery, because when it comes to health, you can't rush things and shoot yourself in the foot. The Lakers medical team is keeping an eye on the clock, but even more so on Wood's health. So let's send the best vibes and hope he comes back strong, ready to score at will and give the Lakers that offensive spark we love to see. Now, we always say here that a solid defense is what makes a championship team, and that's where our Gabe Vincent comes in. After a season with ups and downs, the good news is that he's almost back on the court. And when it comes to the court, his presence can change the Lakers game in a way I'm eager to see. Vincent is the guy who, when he steps into the game, brings an energy that's contagious. You know, that annoying defender who sticks to the opponent like gum on a sneaker? That's Vincent. And with him ready to return, it's time for the coach to start moving the chess pieces. He's not just defense. The guy has a good hand for three-pointers that we're dying to see again. So, the Lakers have to think, how are we going to use this weapon to our advantage? With his return, some of our Lakers may have to adapt their styles, make some adjustments in the offense to make room for Vincent to do what he does best. Now the question is, will this reintegration be as smooth as a Magic Johnson pass, or will we need some time to find the right rhythm? What we don't want is to see one of ours losing space or the whole team falling apart, right? But if there's one thing the Lakers have never lacked, it's adaptability. After all, that's the magic of basketball, seeing the team transform and each player finding their place to contribute to the victory. So let's wait and see how Vincent will put the house in order on defense and offense. Moving on to another point, the road to the play-in is mapped out and we can see it's going to be a tough battle. The pressure is on and every player will feel it, but this is the moment that separates the good from the great. The Lakers are in the fight for the 9th seed and the Warriors are right on our tail. And it doesn't stop there, because if the Lakers advance, tough competition lies ahead. Now, what are the Lakers doing to keep their heads in the game? They're united like never before. You can feel it from the images of the practices. We know that to withstand the pressure of postseason games, it takes more than just talent with the ball. It takes that grit, that mental strength that says, I was born for these moments. The Lakers are working on that mindset, putting players in the state of mind that every play is the play. And so, with their minds prepared, we can take on any team. Whether it's the Suns trying to heat things up, or the Warriors with all their playoff experience, the Lakers have history, they have grit, and above all, they have a nation that believes in them. So they need to have the confidence that the game isn't over until the clock hits 0, and until then, they must play every second with all they've got. This talk of belief has a lot to do with one thing: defense. And talking about defense is talking about the heart of basketball. And the Lakers have shown two faces in that aspect. Take, for example, that game against the Bucks. It was a display of intensity, blocks, and steals reminiscent of the good old days. That day, the team shut the door, made it clear that the paint was our territory, and reminded everyone why defense wins games. But not every day is a celebration, and we have to face that game against the Kings head on. There, the story was different. The defense seemed looser than an old basketball net. Guys were coming in and out like they were saying good morning, and that cost dearly. It was proof that without the grit on defense, even the most solid of teams can waver. These ups and downs show us that consistency is key. It's not enough to be good once in a while, you have to maintain the level game after game, and that's what the Lakers are so focused on, keeping the standard high, so there's no room for luck. Because when the defense works, half the battle is won. And in the end, that's what counts. It's time to take these lessons and apply them to every upcoming match, especially looking at this schedule. Each game is a chance to improve, and each game is a lesson. I'm excited to see what the Lakers will do in these next games. Now, I'd also like to see an improvement in offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds are that secret ingredient that makes all the difference in the recipe for success in games. It's not just about getting the ball back, it's much more than that. When Anthony Davis jumps up high and slams down another offensive board, it does something to the opposing team, messes with their heads. It's like he's saying, "Give me that, we're in charge here." Every offensive rebound is a blow to the morale of the other team. They work hard on defense, think they're going to get the ball, but no. The Lakers are there to say, try again. And each new scoring opportunity we have is a thorn in their confidence. It's a psychological game, a battle of wills. And let's not forget about clock control. Every second the ball stays with us is a second less for them. It's strategic and tactical. And when it comes to the final moments with the pressure mounting, these rebounds can be the difference between a narrow defeat and a hard-fought victory. So yes, offensive rebounding isn't just another number in the statistics, it's a sign of dominance, of control. And that's what the Lakers need to keep in mind in every game because, as they say, whoever dominates the boards often dominates the game. Now, we have to talk about a guy who always shows up when it comes to postseason play. Austin Reeves. What can we say about this guy who has been a revelation? Every game, a new surprise, a growth that we follow and applaud. Look, in the last few matches, the guy showed what it means to be a Laker. He averaged 17.6 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, and dished out 4.8 assists. These numbers aren't just statistics, they show the impact he's having in every game and how much he's putting in to help the team win. With this consistency, he's quickly becoming one of the most reliable players on the court in the moments that matter most. Reeves' growth isn't just seen in the numbers, it's felt in the energy he brings to the team. And this season, he's not just growing, he's taking on a role that many didn't expect. Fans see it, commentators talk about it, and opponents, well, they start to mark him more closely. This is all the result of hard work and talent that he's showing, and the best part is he still has plenty of room to grow. That's exciting, not only for him, but for all of us who are rooting for the Lakers. Austin Reeves is undoubtedly a name to keep an eye on today and in the future. And speaking of the future, we remember the games that lie ahead, each one a prelude to the finals for the Lakers. They can't approach these matches thinking it's just another day at the office. No, each game has its significance. Take, for example, the matchup against the Bucks. We know they're strong, but if the Lakers adjust their defense to deal with their power in the paint as they did in the last game, victory will be easier. So, as we prepare to watch these duels from the comfort of our couches, the question is, what will we see? A team with intelligence, strength, and heart. I want to hear from you. What do you think is coming up? What are your predictions for our next games? Leave your ideas and theories in the comments because this conversation is only complete with the participation of each and every one of you. Before I wrap up, I want to thank everyone for their attention. Every click, every share, and every word of support makes a difference. I hope you subscribe to the channel and continue to follow our content. I'll see you in the next video.